This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network. And joining me right now is Luke Alexander. He is the president and CEO of Newcore Gold. It's a publicly traded company. The symbols are NCAU on the TSX Venture and NCAUF on the OTCQX. And Newcore will be participating at the upcoming Precious Metals Summit Beaver Creek, a hybrid event this year happening September 8th through the 11th. And with that, Luke, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Robert. Thanks for having me on again.
It's great to have you. So last year we did an interview that we published on August 24th, 2020. So I'd love to get an update. What would you say are some of the highlights from the company in the last 12 months or so?
Yeah, since we last spoke about a year ago, at the time we had an 8,000 meter drill program. We've increased that to a 90,000 meter program. So we've added about 80,000 meters of additional drilling. We've released about 50,000 meters of drill results over the last year. I've had some very positive results from all of the drilling that we've been doing at our resource areas, as well as some previously drilled areas. We've taken our 3 resource areas that we had when we last spoke. We've taken that to 4 resource areas. We've increased our total resource to 1.4 million ounces, as well as we've put out a PEA, which outlined a very robust project, a heap leach project. And now we're continuing to aggressively drill and look to build on all of the success we've had over the last year.
Very good. So, is there a target resource number in mind that you're hoping to get to before you go and take the next step?
What we've always talked about is, given the district scale nature of our project, we've to date only drilled on 6 of the 25 targets that we've identified across the project. All of our existing resource areas remain open along strike and at depth. The average vertical depth of our total resource, our 1.4 million ounces, is only 63 meters. So we've really only scratched the surface from an exploration perspective. So we think we've got meaningful upside to the 1.4 million ounces that we've identified to date. The number that we've always talked about is pushing it to a 3, 4, 5 million ounce resource. And the reason we talk about that kind of size is, at that point, you're looking at a 200,000 ounce a year production scenario over a 15 to 25 year mine life. At that stage, you start to become attractive to all the mid-cap and major companies out there. But I also like to highlight that what we did outline within that PEA that we put out at the beginning of June was a very robust project. And one of the things that we're going to look to build on is ultimately the ounces and grow the overall production profile of that project that we've outlined so far.
Well, you've alluded to my final question for you today. And, from what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts for the rest of 2021 going into 2022?
So of that 90,000 meter program that we're currently drilling, only 20,000 meters of those results were included in our last resource update, as well as the PEA. We've since released an additional 30,000 meters of drilling, and we've got an additional 40,000 meters of drilling that will release over the next 6 or 8 months. So lots of drill results to come. If you look over the last year, and when we spoke, Robert, about a year ago, we would have said that we'll look to put results out every 3 or 4 weeks. We'll look to continue to put results out every 3 or 4 weeks. So drill results will be the key catalyst for us over the next 6 or 8 months. And then on the back of that, we'll look to put out another economic study with a resource updated within that.
Well, with that, Luke, where can our audience go and find more information on Newcore?
You can visit our website, newcoregold.com. As you mentioned, we're listed on the TSX as well as the OTC QX. We're very active on social media, so Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as we've got a YouTube channel. We've had very good feedback from our investors and others who watch us in the capital markets. So I'd encourage anyone to go look us up on those different platforms and follow us, because we do put lots of content out that people find very useful.
Very good. And that website is www.newcoregold.com. Luke, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. And I look forward to our next update.
Thanks, Robert. Great to see you again.
Great to see you too. Again, my name is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we're a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metals Summit Beaver Creek, a hybrid event this year happening September 8th through the 11th. Newcore Gold will be participating, and thank you all for watching.